I'm on the train, and there's this, I'm sitting in 2 seats, and there's in the row in front of me, there's a chick sitting in 2 seats, and she's dressed very nice. She's got sort of like a cool hat that chicks wear, well dressed. And I look up. You could sort of, I could see part of her through the seat. She starts to pull her goddamn clothes off.
What?
Why?
Just pulls her shirt off, and
She's naked?
I have a boner.
And I'm kind of
that
tired.
weird?
A boner.
Man, Christ. That's not the point of the story, right?
Wow.
Speaking of the 80s.
It is 1984.
It actually made a really loud boinging sound.
Exactly.
John Cusack's going to show up.
I think I popped it.
Right, and then the computer from Rocky,
Exactly.
the robot from Rocky IV comes in and jerks you off.
Nice. So she took off her shirt. Was you mean her
she-
bra too? Or
No, and she was on the way to taking the bra off, and this woman ran over and says, honey, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I'm sitting there going,
No, don't
Yes.
stop.
no, don't stop. Because I got to tell you, guys will think when they're out in public, you'll see a chick, and you have that sort of that fantasy that she just, all of a sudden, maybe Dreamweaver or something pops up, and the rest of the room kind of freezes.
Like, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for my
Right, and
entire
the rest
life.
of the room kind of freezes, and that weird fan starts blowing on her hair. And
like a White Snake video is what you're saying.
yeah, kind of like a Whitesnake video, I gotta say. Except no cartwheel.
You never assume that she's off her meds. That's not the first place that your mind would go.
Not at
So,
all.
woman-
Right.
Yeah.
And so, and she's looking at the woman like, how dare you tell me that I can't take my clothes off? And I gotta tell you, I'm starting to get aroused.
A boner.
I'm getting a boner. Gee willikers.
It's a total boner party.
And so they call the conductor or whatever, and they said, can we get anybody some medical attention? And this woman comes up, says she's a doctor, and she sees the woman and she goes, oh, not again.
Whoa.
And she goes up and she says, have you been taking your medication? And then she says to the conductor, she's having a seizure. I'm like, how awesome is that? A
A
seizure?
seizure where you take your clothes off?
Oh, you got to date her.
Data. You got to marry her.
What kind of syndrome makes you take off your clothes? I've never heard of that. Is there one that makes you fuck the dude that's sitting next to
It's
you?
called a
Is there
Whitesnake
anything?
video.
So was this girl hot at least?
Yeah.
Really?
She was hot.
So how far down did she get before they
What
stopped
color
her?
did you get to see? What color bra?
It was a nice little pink lacy thing.
Man, that
You-
shit's burned in your
Under-
mind.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And I felt so guilty because
No.
Right, because you were watching a crazy person.
I was watching a person
sick
who,
person.
and I started thinking about, the mind and how back in July, how I got pretty, electrocuted in a big way. And I thought, is there going to be a time where I'm just hanging out with Wayne and I whip out my junk?
It might happen. You never know.
And then I snapped to and what happened? And say, you pulled your junk out. And I would say, no, I didn't. And say, yeah, we have a video.
No, I'm not going to tell you. You do it for a long time.